Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a quick tour of the 2019 Lexus CT, so stay tuned for this video. Start off with the front of the car. The CT's got the new, this is the facelift, so we've got the new grille, which is more like the current Lexus spindle grille. We've got extra chrome. One of my favourite parts is the fact we've got the new headlights with the LED strip above, a bit like the RC. Being the hybrid, we've got the blue inside the Lexus logo, kind of the wee blue hue there. All the facelift models are riding on this diameter of alloy wheel, which for reference is 17 inch. Even the F-Sport gets 17 inch alloy wheels in 2019 and 2020. This car is finished in the deep blue metallic paint. Oh, and it does actually have keyless entry and keyless go, but I just used the wee key fob so you can put your hand in. There we go. Unlock. I like the fact that Lexus put the models in on the carpets there. We get in and jump in. Being the hybrid, you can push power to start the car up, and then you'll get the EV mode on the left hand side saying battery and ready when the car's on. This has all been upgraded as well, so on the right hand side we've got the little screen that allows you to cycle through. There's a MPG, sorry, getting a bit of glare there, but there we go, 52.9 miles per gallon. I quite like this because it shows you where the power and the energy's going. As you said, you can totally cycle through all this through your lane departure, etc. Just leave it in infotainment. Nice big clear speedometer there with the kind of tungsten style bezel. Left hand side you've got gear select, so P for park. ICVT transmission's controlled through this little unusual knob, so down for drive, pops up for D up there, up for reverse, you get the R, and then you get the backup camera. And the backup camera is pretty good and pretty clear. You're directionally aligned and you can change the things you want at a touch of a button, like so. And again, you can make it split screen or not if you want anything like your leisure and climate, and then your energy readout. Push P for park, and you can push everything's controlled through this little mouse pad here, so you can push menu and gives you things like your radio, sat nav, climate, everything you really want at a touch of a button. Down here you've got your hazards. All this hasn't really changed over the years in the CT in terms of that plastic, the design of this, in terms of your air vents are quite squared off. It's all last gen kind of Lexus. This green lighting is a bit like my 2IS over there. Here's quite cool, you turn this and you get a tachometer into sports mode. So if you put it into eco normal mode you get charge, eco and power, but if you put it into sport you get the tachometer, sorry, it goes all in red. EV mode, so you've got enough electric power or battery power, driving in EV mode for about a mile. Heated seats, which is this old fashioned Lexus pop in and out. The 2005 RX actually has that as well. This little dinket here was actually for a accessory you could put in. It's like a phone holder. This looks like it could be storage, but it's a power outlet and two USB chargers, sorry, and an auxiliary cable. Haven't used that since we've got the car. CD player, which is quite a cool feature because you don't always get that in a car in 2020. I do like the fact the mouse pad is easy to reach and everything's ergonomically designed at a slight angle where your hand would naturally go. That's one thing Lexus got right here. Also the padding on the side there, this is all nice and squidgy, so your knees are going to bang against that. It's fine, however noting just below it's a little bit scratchy plastic, and the armrest here is a bit laughable because when your arm's on it, at one side only the driver really gets some armrest because the cup holders are in there. And you can lift that up, you do get a little bit of storage, something for coins, and that's not really lined with anything, just plastic, but it isn't adjustable or anything like that, but at least you've got an armrest. Glove box, you push this little button that's kind of concealed and flush, and again it's not lined with fuzzy stuff or anything, but scratchy plastic, but at least it's softly damped, and again it all blends in seamlessly without a big ugly button hiding there. We move on to the seats. The seats in the CT are pretty comfortable, slightly well bolstered, and are definitely aimed for comfort more than anything sporty, so don't think it's a sports car in any way or a sporting credential. This particular car has got manual adjustment for most of the buttons. It's got manual adjustment for, you pump it up for the height, and even the button at the side to move it back and forth. And for reference, this particular car is the standard CT, but it's got the premium pack, the tech pack and the regular pack, so that adds to the big screen, the LED lights, and also the black leather and all the different things like that. It does come with safety system plus standard, so that's going to be your adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, etc., and that's going to all be adjusted by these buttons here in the steering wheel, and obviously being a Lexus thing, cruise control and down to set that once you're over 30. Auto headlights are quite cool in terms of full beam, so you push that back and push auto and it'll come up there, so that will adjust when you're on the country roads. Wing mirrors, LED brightness, sorry for the gauge, but just usually leave that in the middle and don't touch that. Parking sensors off if you wish. Fuel filler flap, then down the right here, door lock and unlock, child lock, electric windows, and being a Lexus you get that nice soft glide. Blend of nice materials and some plastics up here. This car is based on the Toyota Prius, or the last gen Prius, so it does use that 1.8 litre combined with the battery pack just to produce just over 100 horsepower. Isn't the fastest car in the segment, but definitely is one of the most economical, especially if we're being a petrol. Up here you've got a little bit of storage, fine with the kind of plastic rubbery stuff for the, what do you call it, for the sunglasses. Jump out, so you can see there we've got a little bit of cup holder there, or even a bottle holder, a little bit of storage. Jump in the rear. You'll notice straight away, as the one negative, there's no really a cut out for your bottle or something in the door, but you do get a completely flat floor basically, so you can actually use free abreast, which is quite nice. Apologies for a little bit of dirt when going to the garden centre and getting plants. Got a little bit of storage there, behind there is typical. You've got one on each side, which is quite nice, you don't always get that. No armrest in this particular car. As I said, you do have the child safety anchor points if you lift and zip that down. Clip your seat in there. And headroom's not bad. Knee room's a little bit tight if you're over 5'11", but anything below that you're going to be pretty fine. You can sit behind yourself. And overall, because it's square shape, you're getting decent headroom. There's nothing in this key fob to open the hatchback, so you can just leave it unlocked. Over here, you can take in these LED lights at the back. They're pretty cool. I love how they've got the kind of LCD inspired 1, 2, 3, 4 little L's over and over, but obviously it's not as complex as that model. Lift it up. Now we've got a cute little size boot. Again, apologies, we've been carrying plants just for the garden, but get a little speaker in the back, a little bit of storage underneath if you want to hide valuables. And that's actually quite a soft material. One thing I did notice is when trying to carry a chair in here, this little lump here limits height. However, once you pass this, you've got plenty more headroom. And there's your wee camera there, you can give a wee wipe. And overall, you've got a pretty smart looking car. This little guy's kind of cute, the size of small integrated spoiler, and from this angle I think the car looks pretty smart, especially with this little shelf there in the boot. And one last feature is I love these little lights in the wee kind of L's pattern on the side light there. It's pretty cool. And that's everything. And if you want to lock the car up, touch a button. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick tour of the Lexus CT. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel below, and I'll see you next video. Ciao!